The first time I ever met them, they were afraid that I was going to be like, hey, you're a jerk, you know? Or that I was going to come down on them somehow, or diss them for what they were doing. But not at all. They were kind of surprised to know that I thought what they did was funny, and go for it. You know, if you guys, let me encourage you real quick. All of you guys have a talent of some sort. Or many, like this gentleman. You may not even know what it is yet, but you have something that you have been given a natural gift for. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's singing, maybe it's art, maybe it's acting, maybe it's making amazing costumes, maybe it's makeup, maybe it could be anything. But maybe it's video editing, maybe could be, who knows. But you have these gifts, and I encourage all of you to exercise those gifts. Don't exercise them because you think you're going to be a star. Don't exercise them because somebody pays you. Just do it because you love it. And there's nothing more gratifying than to be able to do something that you love, express your love for something through your gifts. So I encourage all of you to do that, and you have my complete support in that. Yes, sweetheart?
Have you ever read fan fictions of the show you put on?
I tried. I've tried. They take some interesting turns, if you know what I mean. Let me say this to you guys, and I'm glad you asked me that, because that brings up something else that gives me a chance to say. I may not do what you do. I may not be into the same thing that you're into, but that's cool, right? That's called tolerance. You know what I mean? There are probably things that I love that you don't really, I'm not really that into. Well, that doesn't mean you're gonna give me a hard time about it, or you're gonna trash me because you don't like what I like, and I'm not gonna do that either. I may not be into certain types of genres of things, and I may not really, read a lot of fan fiction, but just because it's not my thing doesn't mean that it can't be your thing. And just because it's not my thing doesn't mean that I don't encourage and support you guys to write. If you're a writer, write stuff. I completely support that. So even though I don't even have the chance to watch many of the shows that I'm in. I know, isn't that sad? I have one of those, those DVD holders that you can buy, the IKEA kind that you put together that are about this tall, and they have 4 sides, and they hold like 470 DVDs, and they rotate on their base. I bought one and I built it, and it is packed to capacity with shows that I've done, and 85% of them, 90% of them, are still in the plastic wrap. Because I don't have any time to watch them. I can literally, of the 100, 200 plus projects that I've worked on, I can probably count on 2 hands the number of shows that I've actually seen in their entirety. Because I just don't get the chance to watch them much. But just because I don't doesn't mean that, just because I don't have time to look at stuff or read stuff all the time, doesn't mean that I don't encourage you guys to do it. So please, do it. Yes? Hi. My favorite rant? Do you have a favorite?
I like your short rants.
Well, yeah. Do you have a favorite short rant? That's pretty much what he rants about all the time. Which?
I don't really have them.
Yeah, I kind of like all of them. I know that they're okay. Well, let's see. I want to make sure I have a voice for tomorrow, okay, and Sunday. So I don't want to do too much yelling stuff, because then tomorrow I'll sound like this, and that won't be fun at all. You'll be like, do Kakarot. I'll be like, I can't. Do a short rant, I can't. But I know that there are several. There's one rant. I wouldn't even call it a rant, but there's one little thing that I love that Ed did in episode 13, Full Metal vs. Flame. I know it's really stupid, and I know it's really short, but I just really like it. And I know you've probably even seen it on videos somewhere on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that it's any less true here. This is one of my favorite things. They were getting ready to fight, and Ed was out on the field with Al, and Ed says, "This is a great day, Al. The day when I can punch Mustang's face and get some damn respect." Al goes, What's your strategy, brother? and Ed goes, I told you! A fist in his face! So even though that's not a short rant, that's one of my favorites. Yes? Besides Ed, what is my favorite character in Full Metal? Alphonse. I love that little guy. Big guy. You know what I loved? You know what I really loved about Al? I'm an only child. Well, I don't know if that's a bad thing. What was that? Aww. You poor deprived human. No, you know what? But to be honest with you, I mean, well, I think there are probably advantages and disadvantages to having siblings or being an only child. There are good things and bad things about it. But ever since I was young and throughout my growing up years, I remember thinking if I could have a sibling, if I could choose a sibling, I would choose a little brother. That would be what I would want the most if I could choose. Little sister, sure. Older sister, sure. Older brother, sure. But little brother, that would be my choice. So to get to play a character who has a younger brother who he loves so much and wants to protect, I really enjoyed that part of Edward. Bless you. Bless you. You sound like a puppy. That's adorable. Yes, sir. You have something for me. I do. I love these dudes. Oh. And he wanted to squeeze the crap out of me. He said, well, mission accomplished on both fronts. Oh, you guys, I love... Who has not had high chew in here? Get out! Get out! You have never had high... Who? You? Have you not had high chew? Here, have one. Guys? You'll forgive me if I share them. This is how I continue to fit into my jeans. When people give me candy and chocolate.
I have some high chew in my purse. Oh, thank you.
I had to save one for me. Wait a minute. Who got a green one? You want to trade? Let's trade. Green. Oh, a sour apple, dude. These are awesome. Okay, who's... Question? Yes, you, babe.
It's good, right? I did try. I gave one to her. Oh, do you want one? Sure, I'll try one.
It sounds kind of gross, doesn't it?
Thank you.
Now we need some kind of wow music. Yes.
It's Todd to do a Star Trek.
Wait a minute. Where'd you get the idea I convinced Todd to do Star Trek? Todd fell on his little Asian knees and begged me to let him be in my Star Trek series. Don't let him tell you different. I don't want to derail, remember? I don't want to derail. We're talking about Full Metal, but I do have a Star Trek thing on Sunday, and I'm quite sure that it will seep into every conversation I have this weekend, but I just started and we are getting ready to launch a brand new web series called Star Trek Continues. We are rebuilding all of the sets from the original series, uniforms, all of it. I mean, you guys, it's off the charts. It's called Star Trek Continues. You can look it up, StarTrekContinues.com. You can see our cast list there. And I am going to be fulfilling a childhood dream of playing Captain Kirk. I'm so excited. I'm not going to do it like that, but anyway. Follow-up question. So by the way, but in reality, the truth is, Todd flipping begged. I mean, he was like, oh, I'll do anything. And I'm like, But he sent an audition video of him Todd's playing Mr. Spock. Yes. Oh, good. What's your second question?
Oh, my second question is, how would you describe Edward, concerning all the characters you've done so far? Comparing him to Phi and Tamaki, and give me me another one?